Limpeh Sea, Singapore 남자입니다. 네, 안녕하세요 분들. 어제 몰아서 좀 아쉬우니까 오늘은 터키 또 다시 오겠습니다. so yesterday I said I want to come to the Bosphorus Strait, and but didn't manage to do so. So it was kind of like a little bit, um, you know, such a shame. So today, here I am at the beautiful Bosphorus Strait. Beautiful weather. Yesterday I was like really blindsided by the weather, you know, like all of a sudden the sun started to shine so brightly, and you guys know that when there's a sun I don't go out because I'm a vampire. So today, very beautiful cloudy day but extremely cold. This is probably about 0 degrees Celsius that I can feel right now. Really cold. My hand holding this streaming stick is very cold. I'm actually like really switching my hand in and out of my pocket, switching hands in and out of my pocket. But man, the Bosphorus Straits here, it's always so beautiful and so serene with the sound of the wave breaking. And very quiet day today. Not a lot of people out here because it's really cold actually right now. It's strangely cold. I don't think I can do today's live stream. Like I don't think I can do the whole live stream out here. It's actually really cold. It's long padding kind of cold. I gotta change hand again. Gotta change hand, put it in my pocket. Oh, today is strangely cold. Why is it so cold today? Like yesterday was towards noon time was probably almost like 8 to 10 degrees Celsius, but today really feels like the most 2 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I can feel the difference. 2 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Celsius. I can feel the difference. There's the Maiden Tower over there. There's the Hagia Sophia. Oh, and my jacket's really dirty. Man, look at that. Look at those. I don't know how. I gotta have to try to find a way to clean this jacket. It's so dirty. Very quiet morning here by the Bosphorus Straits, and good afternoon, NDU from Singapore. Wow, look at this flock of birds. Wow, this is another type of seagull. These seagulls did they migrate? Because I never seen this type of seagulls here in Istanbul before. They come in a flock like this. Weird. I've never seen this kind of black-faced seagulls before here. Yeah, this is new. This is new. Did they migrate from some other place? Like further up the Black Sea? Yeah, those are Istanbul seagulls. Big white color ones. But this kind of small black-faced ones, this is the first time I see this. Small black-faced seagull. They're all fighting over a piece of food right now. Man, seagulls are thugs, man. Thugs. Hooligans. All fighting over a piece of food right now. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, everyone's coming to fight over one piece of food. And you think like human beings ugly, you know, fighting over money. Look at this. That piece of food is money to these folks, man. Wow. This is a new breed of seagulls. I've never seen this breed of seagulls here in Istanbul before. Black-faced small seagulls. Interesting. Very interesting. Where did this seagull come from? They're not native here, for all I know. I've been here for 1.5 years and never seen this kind of small faced seagulls before. From further up the Baltic Sea or Black Sea. But they are, and they came in a flock, like an invasion of the kings, you know. Oh, and good afternoon, Kim Teo from Singapore. Welcome. Also say Kim Teo Nim. Oh, today I'm just really at the Bosphorus Straits and really marveling at this new type of seagulls that I've never seen here before. Small with black face. The Istanbul seagulls are actually big white seagulls, but these small ones with black face, this is the first time, and there are many, like this whole bunch here. This whole bunch here, are these new seagulls that I've not seen before. Small seagulls with black face. And good morning! Alpha is from Kathmandu, Nepal. And yes, guys, at last I come to the at last I managed to come to the Bosphorus Straits after being blindsided by the weather yesterday. 어제 보러 와서 진짜 아쉬우니까. 와. But it's really cold today. Can't remember the temperature, but it feels like at most 2 degrees Celsius. It's not 0, it's not 5 either. This is about 2 degrees Celsius. It's very cold. I'm switching my hand all the time, putting in the pocket. That's why you don't see a lot of people around, because it's very cold. Usually this place is kind of crowded all the time, but not today. It's a black long padding kind of a day, you know. But I really love the weather. No sun. That's why today I don't want to repeat the same mistake. I don't want to repeat the same mistake as yesterday. Seeing that there's no sun, I should come to the Bosphorus first before grabbing a coffee. Otherwise the sun may just come out again like yesterday. Mr. Tokukyomi, where's the big gangster seagull? Oh, they finish feeding. Usually by this time they finish feeding and they go to sleep somewhere. Usually you will not see, all birds are the same. All birds eat in the morning and sleep around noon, right? So that's why there's this saying, right? Early bird catches the worm, because all birds feed in the morning. You gotta be early. 근데 한국에서도 뭐 일찍 일어나는 새 피곤하다라는 말도 있잖아요. So even in Korea, even though there's this saying, early bird catches the worm, but lately in Korea, a more famous saying is, the early bird gets tired quicker. And yeah, that's why you don't see any of the big big white seagulls here, because they finish their feeding, and that's why you see pretty much no seagulls left. If you come early in the morning, like 7 or 8 a.m, you see flocks of seagulls here, like flocks, man. But around noon time they start to sleep. You can see some of them sleeping on the right there. Some of the black-faced seagulls are sleeping right there, and all the rest of the black-faced seagull, which the first time I see this kind of seagull, they're all sleeping up there. Look at that. They're all sleeping. They're all sleeping up there. And hello Humdrum, welcome. And Liana from UK. Wow. And yes, yesterday I didn't manage to make it all the way out to the Bosphorus because of the sun. So today, seeing that the weather is so fine, so cloudy with no sun at all, so I reckon that I should come here first before grabbing a coffee. I'm not gonna repeat yesterday's mistake, you know. And welcome. Also say hello, Liana Nim. Liana, I tested positive for COVID. Oh, okay. Have a lot of water and have a lot of rest. Why do you bother to test in the first place? I never bothered to test. Didn't see the point. If you get it, you get it. You always know. Whoa, it's very cold. So my hand's freezing. I keep having to change hand. Like change, put in my pocket, change, put in my pocket. It's so cold, you don't see nobody here today. Like usually this place is kind of crowded. A lot of people come here during the always, you know, always you see a lot of people here, but not today. Not today. It's really cold. See, this black-faced seagulls, it's really a first time. I never seen these black-faced seagulls here before. The small black-faced seagulls, I don't know where they come from. They are not from from around here for sure. They're not from around here. Whoa. YOLO. Hi, hello from San Diego, California. Oh, 12 midnight, almost 1 a.m. Welcome, Yoloni Mososeo. Here I am at the Bosphorus Straits of Istanbul. For those of you new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every morning, pretty much every morning, I try to do this every morning. I show you guys something about Istanbul and then grab a coffee and chit chat about anything and everything in life. Okay, it happens at 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. Again, 10:30 a.m. depending on what time I wake up, sometimes earlier, sometimes later. Yeah, this is not a job. I don't make money from this thing. That's why I'm taking it very casually. I don't do it like very professionally, you know, on time with a certain thing going on. But no, you know, it's just chit chat. Just waking up in the morning, going somewhere, turning on my phone and just chit chat, right? If you enjoy my live stream, do help me by clicking the like button. And if you like to drop me a tip, you can do so by going to the comment section and hitting the S button, right? Liana, I already felt crap, so it doesn't matter. Exactly. When you get COVID, you always know. There's never a need to test. I go through the whole thing without doing any test. You always know. I don't know why anyone should get tested. But then again, there are some places where you need to get tested to go to school or go to work. Yeah, that much is. But for like you and me, Liana, yeah, Liana is also a freedom lifestyler. Meaning, we are unemployed people. We are jobless people. Okay, basically we are jobless people. You know, jobless people like us, we should never have to test for COVID. Liana, no, there's many species. Yeah, there are many species of seagull, but these small white-faced seagulls are not native here for sure. I've been here 1.5 years. I've never seen this kind of small white-faced seagull. See, they're all sitting there like a gang, you know, one whole gang on top of the ferry right now, and they stick together. This whole gang here, I've not seen this gang before. This gang of small white-faced seagulls. Yeah, here, yeah. I've not seen them before. Where they come from? Yeah, I think they could be from further up the Black Sea or even the Baltic Seas, probably. Probably the artillery fire up north at the Black Sea drove them all the way here. Who knows? Too much artillery fire around the north or the northern part of the Black Sea right now, so might have scared them all to the southern part. Yeah, this part of Istanbul, this part of Turkey, is actually the south bank of the Black Sea, and Ukraine is the north bank of the Black Sea. So we're pretty much just looking at the conflict from across the sea. Wow, look at how clear the water is. You can see the bottom. Of course, there's debris, yeah, but I'm not talking about the debris, but the clarity of water. Well, you can see. Or you can see the rocks below. But today is high tide. Usually the tide is down there. Today is high tide. Like not today. Right now it's high tide. So tide comes all the way up here. Usually people can sit down there because the water goes up to about that area. But today it's all the way up here, high tide. Actually, high tide about halfway up there. Wow, actually this ferry looks really nice, yeah? This is a ferry connecting, these are all ferries connecting the Asia side of Istanbul, which is there, with the Europe side of Istanbul, which is here. This is not just the Europe side of Istanbul, this is pretty much the Europe side of the whole Turkey. In the whole of Turkey, only this part is in the Europe continent. But still is considered Europe though, Turkey. Turkey is Europe. Turkish people are European people. Yeah, pretty much. European, Slavic, Tatar, that line of look. Because, you know, if you study the history, this entire region used to be just a hodgepodge of pretty much all the same looking kind of people. Mr. Tokokiyomi, they flew from other parts of the island. What island? Istanbul is not an island, eh? Liana, no, these species are normally there. I don't know. I've been here like 1.5 years, but I never seen this species before. Usually it's the the bigger white body with a gray accent, not the small white gray body with black face. See, they're all sleeping right now, sleeping on the waves. You know, look at that. Look at that. Sleeping on the waves. Prime Soul Crash. What's that? Joe. No. Is that attempt at Korean language? Not sure. Okay. So for those of you who just joined my live stream, welcome to a very cold morning here in Istanbul. Here I am at the Bosphorus Straits of Istanbul. And yeah, it's a very cold morning here, almost 0 degrees Celsius. So I'm switching my hand in and out. Actually, yesterday I really wanted to come yesterday, but yesterday we were blindsided by the weather, and right now I'm sitting at the bench. But I don't think I can last out here for very long because it's actually really cold, and so I'll probably just hang around for another 10-15 minutes before going back to Pablo Cafe, my favorite cafe by the Bosphorus Straits. Liana, yellow-legged gulls are just the naughtiest birds. I think all gulls are naughty. All gulls are like thugs, you know. Seagulls, they behave like thugs though. I mean, I've been observing the way they get their food, the way they treat other species. They're like thugs. Really the way like all those Pixar and Disney cartoons portray seagulls as thugs, right? Yeah, it's like that, you know. Liana, good thing it's not sunny. Yeah, it's not sunny, but it's very cold. It's very, very cold right now. It's very dry, very cold. A typical winter day, you know, kind of a feeling. Almost 0 degrees Celsius, I think. But it's very serene up here, yeah. Alpha is jogging, huh? Jogging is one of the worst exercise in the world, by the way. You don't feel it right now, you know, but sometime down the road, right, you're gonna feel it. Human legs are not meant for running or jogging. Are not designed for that. If human legs were designed for running or jogging, we will have legs that look more like ostriches with inverted kneecaps, not knees like this. Knees like this is not meant for running or jogging. That's why people who run and jog a lot, right, you get a lot of problems in your knee very quickly, like me. So jogging is the worst exercise ever, huh? Yesterday we were blindsided by the sun, so luckily it's a nice cloudy day today. Martial law or alphas? Do you walk or run, or which is better? I would say this kind of leg, this design of a leg is meant for walking, not for jogging. But depends on why you are even thinking about this question. Why were you thinking about this question? Like for exercise or what? There are a lot of better exercises. A lot of exercises that are more pro-human design than jogging or running. A lot of exercise. To me, jogging or running is just lazy man exercise. It's just exercise for people who are too lazy to research or get involved in real exercises, you know. So they go back home after one day of work and then go out there for what, 20-30 minutes jog that does nothing but destroy their knee over time. Oh, more and more people turning up. Is this school holidays? A lot of young people today. Liana, this makes me think of this old song called These boots were meant for walking. This is what I do. And one of these days, these boots were gonna walk all over you. Yes, I'm old enough for this song. I'm old enough to know this song. I see full winter gear today, you know. Just a couple of weeks ago, I thought I could like tuck away my winter jacket, but no. So I wonder where they're from. I wonder where they're from, because Turkish people are not so enthusiastic about posing for picture at the Bosphorus Straits. At least not people from this far Istanbul. I'm gonna try to hear what language they're... What's their language? Sounds like Turkish though. Probably Turkish from other parts of Turkey. Probably Turkish from other parts of Turkey. Alphas, are you using Apple camera? No, I'm hardcore Samsung. I support Asian products. This is a 6-year-old Samsung Galaxy S something. I don't even know this is what S this is. What the S this is. Probably 6, 7 or 8. I don't know. Forgot. Liana, I actually love that song. That seemed very young people. Oh, very cold. I don't use like Apple stuff. I don't fancy Apple stuff. I am very pro Asia, by the way. I pretty much use stuff only made in Asia. I only use Asian brands usually. Liana, I'm just glad they're not doing TikTok dance in the street. It's okay. TikTok dance in the street is nice. I love to watch. You go to this place called Hongdae in Seoul of South Korea. Get weekends and Fridays. It's a busking heaven for busking, or busking heaven. Oh, hi, Harisa. Hello, how are you? Jason. Jason. How are you? Marshall, well, I have Samsung Galaxy J7 Pro, but I have installed custom. I don't even know what it means, man. I'm sorry. I don't know any of this kind of tech kind of thing. I don't know what ROM means. I don't, much less what the hell is a custom ROM. I don't know. And I don't know the difference between what pro or not pro. I don't know anything about mobile phones. Please, guys, no point talking to me about mobile phones. I know nothing about mobile phones, and I don't bother to know anything about mobile phones. To me, mobile phone is not even for taking calls, and I don't take calls at all. You know, people try to call me, but they will discover to their dismay that I never actually pick up calls at all. I've not picked up call for a very long time. And so to me, mobile phone is not even for calling, you know. I don't even use this for calling. Pretty much I use this only for this one session of live stream, and then taking a few pictures for Instagram, and then I'm done with my phone for the day. I throw it aside, and then after that maybe messaging my wife a little bit, and that's it. That's all I do with my phone all day. Which is why I suspect this phone is gonna last me forever, you know, because just to do this, I don't need anything else, any other phone but this, you know. This can work for me like forever. Liana, I like buskers but not TikTok dance. Oh, I don't even know the difference. Is there a difference? Liana, I see camera point my way, I quickly move. Here in Istanbul, you can point a camera and people actually enjoy it. They actually like it. You know, like I say, you know, there are a lot of countries in the world, or a lot of cities in the world, where you point a camera and then people scatter like pigeons. Yeah. Apparently, Liana is one of those, but not here. Not here in Istanbul. People don't scatter. People actually enjoy being on my live stream. I don't know why. Very calming. See all the seagulls raiding the ferry like hungry Vikings. Look at that. Look at all the seagulls. You see a ferry move, immediately the raid like Danish Vikings, you know. First, do you have TikTok where you upload videos? No, I don't have TikTok. I don't even know what it is, and I don't even know how it works. I don't care to know, by the way. Don't tell me about it. Just doing this live stream and putting up some videos on my YouTube channel is pretty much too much work for me on a daily basis. It's already way too much work for me on a daily basis. I don't need more things like TikTok and all this stuff. Please, no. Lena, yes, all my friends take a lot of selfies. I upload my pictures like maybe once or twice a year. I only update my Instagram. Pretty much I use my Instagram for pretty much everything. But you know, if you ask me, it's more like a electronic diary for me. Actually, the way I use Instagram and Facebook is, to me, it's more like just a diary where I post stuff. And you know, I can look back after many years, and from time to time I see, oh, okay, this was what I did, this was what I did. It's pretty much what I really use it for, as a form of electronic. Oh, 15 videos. Where are you guys from? Anyways, there's like I say, it's a very cold day out here at the Bosphorus Strait. There you go. It's about 0 degrees Celsius right now. It's not a lot of people here today. Usually there's a lot of people. Not today. I've been here for about almost half an hour. That's the Maiden Tower. That's the Hagia Sophia. And that landmass over there, you see this thing that looks like an island? It's not really an island, eh? That's Constantinople. So Constantinople is only this area here, no? Everything Istanbul is Constantinople. No. Istanbul is not Constantinople. Constantinople is just a small district there of Istanbul. Okay, Constantinople is not even one hundredth of Istanbul. You know, Istanbul is huge. Constantinople is like Queens. It's like the district of Queens in New York, the whole of Greater New York, not even just New York City. Oh, you can see my face all reddening because it's actually very cold and very dry cold. Woo! Liana, I prefer taking pictures of my pets. Oh yeah, my friends try to take picture of me, I hide. I'm gonna start walking towards the cafe right now because it's really cold. One last look at the very serene Bosphorus Straits while I head out to my favorite cafe by the Straits, the Pablo Cafe. The amazing service at an amazing price. And of course, today's coffee is brought to you guys by Chi HT, who bought me coffee yesterday. So Pablo Cafe is over there. These are the simit food trucks of Istanbul. Very signature Istanbul breakfast. A very Turkish breakfast. Very signature. It's called simit, or some people call it Turkish bagel. This is the most common breakfast item here in Turkey. Mama shops, you know, in Singapore we call this mama shops fast disappearing. I don't know, maybe fully disappeared. I don't know. And this is where you take the ferry to the Asia side of Istanbul. You see a lot of people. See, this is not a tourist thing, you know. Actually, these are all common folks taking the ferry, just like you take a bus or a taxi to the other side of Istanbul over there. Because it's so hard to go by land over there. You go by land, you have to cross the Bosphorus Bridge, which is like all the way over there. It's so too far. When it's just a 1 minute thing by ferry. Yeah, here. It's my favorite cafe by the Bosphorus Straits. The Pablo Cafe. or I like to say in Korean, the Pabo Cafe. Pabo, yeah, Pabo. Diana, I want to buy everything there. It looks so. There was some time there's a small period of time where I had like a simit every single morning, not because I'm hungry, but just because it looks so delicious. Yep, here, Pablo Cafe. You guys might be wondering, every time I come to the Bosphorus Straits, this is where I have my coffee. And yesterday I was streaming from here. If you guys remember, yesterday I was streaming from here. I'm gonna pretty much order the same thing. Like every time I come here, I order the same thing. You guys know what that same thing is? Oh, nobody here. So nice. Good night, then. Okay, I'm gonna order my same thing. Double shot Americano, do you? Chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. We already make Americano with double shot. Would you like extra two more?
Yeah.
Four shot.
No, three shots.
Which shot do we have Americano on?
4 shots is boom.
Yeah, kinda. Once they are up, side and right. Yes.
And the black chocolate chip.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it gonna be here or take away?
Here. Buradaya. Buradaya. I can speak a little bit of Turkish, guys. This angle is very unflattering. This is my best angle. This is my worst angle. So I'm gonna have to change. Yeah. See the friendly people here. But
Okay, it's 5.
okay.
We have wireless.
Yes. Temas.
Yeah.
Temas bar.
Would you like to have a receipt, by the way?
Oh no, it's okay. Bosch bad. Bosch bad. Bosch bad. Okay. So my coffee is here. Just waiting for the cookie, and then I'm trying to find somewhere to do this. Maybe outside. Should I go outside? Oh, this seat is under the heater. Oh shit, I hate the heater. Oh, I really hate the heater. Oh. Okay, maybe here. I'm gonna get my cookie. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, I really hate this heater. This kind of heater. This kind of heater it's pretty much a barbecue grill for human beings. Okay, so it's not easy, technicals. This is so Soncho, hi. Soncho, you just missed it. We did the Bosphorus. Yesterday we failed to do the Bosphorus, and I'm gonna find a better seat. This seat is crap. Okay. Okay. So yesterday we didn't manage to see the Bosphorus because of the weather, too sunny. But today I did, half an hour by the Bosphorus Straits. So like I say, like I don't want to make the same mistake again, of waiting to see the highlight of the day during the second half of the session because the weather can change. So today I woke up, I see, wow, such good cloudy weather. So I better come here. I better come here today, and I did at last. The Bosphorus Straits. And today's coffee is brought to you guys by GHT from somewhere in UK. It's a freedom stock market trader like myself. Just somewhere is all over UK. And today's coffee is brought to you by tomorrow's coffee is brought to you guys by Son Chaw here. Coffee for tomorrow, yesterday. But like I say, you know, all the tips that you guys give to me goes into making this live stream possible. I account for every cent, no. I pretty much don't make anything. Okay? All the tips that you guys give me goes directly in this live stream possible, and this is episode 139. Wow, so fast, huh? Wow, nothing like a nice hot coffee in a cold weather like this. Wow. In Singapore, we call it shook. So far, I I've not come across an equivalent expression for shook in any other languages, and I speak a lot of languages. This expression of shook is very nuanced. It's a very, to me, shook is the most nuanced Singlish in the whole of the Singlish system, right? Or Singaporean English. Shook is to me the most unique thing. It conveys a kind of nuance, a kind of feeling of satisfaction that I simply have not come across another word in another language that conveys that same feeling, you know. Like in English, in order to convey, like, wow, it's so shook to drink hot coffee in a cold weather. If I were to express that in English, I'm gonna have to say it's so, and I add a lot of so. It's so, and then I have to cringe my face. It's so good. It feels so good to have hot coffee in a cold weather. But in Singlish, it's just shook. Shook means so to the power 10 to the power eternity as satisfaction. There's nothing in Korean that conveys this feeling either. There's nothing in Japanese that conveys this feeling. There's something in Mandarin Chinese that comes close, but still not as nuanced as 爽. Wow, 真爽. But it's still not that nuanced. It's close, but it's not the same feeling of shook. Lian, a giant cookie always looks amazing. Sancha, yeah, you just missed it. You just missed it. I just came to the cafe. Did half an hour walk by the Bosphorus, so if you missed it. This is how much people love the camera here. What I love when someone really loves, when someone really laughs, is the chaos of the feature and the abandonment of the spirit. Mr. Tokokyomi, shook. Yeah, shook is to me the most unique and most Singlish word in the whole of the Singlish lexicon. Tebak, no, Tebak is not shook. Tebak does not convey the feeling of shook. Because you know why? Because Tebak can be used negatively, but shook cannot. Tebak can be used as a negative term, you know that? But shook can never be used negatively. Shook is the feeling that comes from within. But Tebak is just an expression of surprise. But shook is an expression of satisfaction. Whoa. Tebak is an expression of surprise, you know, do you know that? Whereas shook is an expression of satisfaction. Big difference there. Whoa. Whoa, this is what coffee does to you in the cold weather. Liana, I think that's the best feeling. Shook sounds good to me. Yeah, this is so shook. You know, like I can't convey this same thing in any other language. Like, wow, this is so shook. Tell me another language. Tell me how to convey this in another language. Any language. I can't think of any. Not English, not Korean, not Japanese, not Spanish. Of course, I don't know like that much deep Spanish. I only daily level 2 in Spanish. And no, I don't know. Mandarin Chinese comes close. Wow, 爽. But it's still not the same as shook. It's not the same. Wow, shook. You know, this shook. This is half my face right here. Like, this whole thing is like the size of my face. Was someone busking around here? A lot of music going on, yeah. I hear country music. I hear someone busking over there. You guys just joined my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, as I've been living here for almost 1.5 years, I show you guys something about Istanbul and then grab a coffee and chit chat about anything and everything in life. Today I just showed you guys the beautiful Bosphorus streets of Istanbul, and it's very cold today, about 0 degrees Celsius I think. It's very cold. And on a cold day like this, nothing like a nice hot coffee. If you enjoy my live stream, do help me by clicking the like button and join me every morning, 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. Liana, do you get many people playing the pan flute there? No, not at all. I've never even seen it. The most common musical instrument that I've seen in Istanbul so far is the guitar. The guitar. And the second most common I've seen is a traditional one where you have 2 sticks and you're hitting on a that kind of thing. I don't know what they call that. We seem to get a lot of Peruvian pan flute players here. Oh, they're not here. Never ever seen it. Never, not even once. Steel drum. No, 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 not steel drum. It's a string instrument where you beat rather than pluck it with your fingers. I don't know what you call that. Sancha, how's your energy level lately? No, not all good. I never recovered. Never recovered since COVID. It's a string instrument. That's the second most common instrument I've seen here in Turkey. Pretty sure it's a Turkish instrument. I don't know. I have no idea what it's called, like, at all. No idea at all. Ah, such a nice and slow morning, yeah. More people. Türkiye çok yavaş. Çok yavaş. Liena is traditional folk instrument from Turkey. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's that thing is called. Why they behave the way they behave. Very interesting. Because of daylight saving in the US, right? So US market is opening 1 hour earlier than usual for me, and so my daytime schedule is very squeezed. Will be try. So we have 9 more minutes on the clock for any discussion. No more 2-hour stream. Yeah, I can't do 2-hour stream because of daylight saving. The impact of of right now, the impact of the daylight saving is such that I lose 1 hour in my afternoon right now. So that's the 1 hour, no, Liana. That I used to be able to stream for 2 hours before because I had that one more hour. But now, with that 1 hour less, then I can only stream for 1 hour. Otherwise, everything gets affected. Everything for the rest of the day gets affected. I miss my nap, which goes over into uh, my work at night. That affects everything. It affects my meal time. Yeah, I have to eat, and I have to eat at a specific time. Yeah, everything, daylight saving, everything. My routine and stuff is affected greatly by all these kind of external factors. So my routine rarely stays the same for any extended period of time. Something will change, and something's gonna change. Always, something's always gonna change. I really like this painting. So serene looking. So arty-party stuff here. Liana, yeah, we can't stop change. Why do you even want to stop change? I never want to stop change. I love change. Life will be boring without change. Life will be boring if every day is the same. I welcome and embrace change, and I flow with change. I've never thought of stopping or preventing change. Never. Never. In fact, I'm quite intrigued, by change. Like, I'm always quite intrigued, like, wow, what's the next thing's gonna happen, I don't know. To me, I watch even my own life like a drama series, like, wow, what's the next thing? I don't know, I'm always curious, so curious to find out what's the next thing. Even observing my own life as from a third party perspective. I look at the lives of people, including my own life, from a third party perspective, just like watching a drama. I'm always so intrigued by all these changes, plot twist. Yeah, a lot of plot twists in my life, so interesting. So I'm actually quite kidding. I actually quite looking forward to look at I'm actually quite looking forward to the changes. Yeah, good or bad. To me, there's no such thing as good or bad, by the way. Change is change. I always intrigued whatever the change is. Yeah, change is inevitable. You should roll with it. But I don't know why people see change as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing or thing, and to me, it's in fact an interesting thing. Even if change happens in such a way that maybe I can no longer do this live stream. So be it, I'm okay with it, because then I know I'm experiencing yet another different life, different thing again. Which to me, that's what I like. I don't hold on to anything. People think, oh, what if you can't do this live stream anymore? What if you can't do this anymore? What if you don't have that anymore? So be it. I don't mind not having all these things. I don't mind not being able to do all these things. I don't mind, because I know the change, the new things that comes with it, to me, is more interesting. I'm more looking forward to change than, honestly, I'm more looking forward to change than to do this live stream every single day for the next 1,000 days. I'll be very bored. I mean, wow. If life doesn't change, and every day, every morning, you see me do this thing every day, every morning for the next 1,000 day, I'll die. I will probably not wait for life to change things up for me. I would probably just change things up for myself, Liana, yeah. Many people worry. Yeah, warriors. You know, that's why I'm always intrigued by people who live in the same neighborhood and work the same job for 20 years. I'm very intrigued by people like that. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they keep their life in such a state of constance for such extreme extended period of time. I know old folks who have worked the same job on the same street in the same neighborhood for 30 years. How did they do that? How did they keep change from coming into their life? I never understood this. It's very intriguing. But whenever I ask them about it, they give me the, oh, this is what I do, this is my life. But how do you make it that it doesn't change? How do you make it that change doesn't enter your life? It's very weird for me. I cannot understand. I'm still very intrigued by people who work the same job in the same neighborhood for 10, 20, 30 years. How their life never change is so weird. To me, change happens constantly all the time, and change happens in ways that change me as a person and change my life completely, always, constantly. You know, it's been going on and on. I've lived so many different lifetimes, you know, completely different lifestyles, speaking completely different languages. But there are people who is capable of the same life, the same work in the same place for 10, 20, 30 years. I'm very intrigued how they keep change out of their life. Very intrigued. Tokokyomi, it takes discipline. Oh, so Mr. Tokokyomi is saying that I'm the least disciplined person on earth. Yeah, Liana. But I think why I should make myself unhappy over something. Yeah. Kim Teo, everybody say consistency is best. Persistently consistent. But how do you do that? Because in ways that I have to respond by changing a lot of my life all the time. It's not just once in a while. It's all the time it's changing. But so how I'm intrigued by people who could pretty much do the same thing in the same place for extremely extended period of time with no change. I probably have to observe the life of some of these people for an extended period of time in order to understand this in life. I probably have to sit in front of maybe, you know, one of those old mama shop, and then that has been operating for like at least 20 years, to just really observe how they live their life and how they keep change out of their life. Kim Teo, I'm not consistent. That's why I hear people tell me to persist to be consistent. The thing is, consistency is the thing you call consistency. Like yesterday I was talking about a few fundamental misunderstandings about life. Consistency is one of those things. People don't understand what consistency really means. No? Consistency doesn't mean no change. Inconsistency doesn't mean your life is changing all the time either. Okay? You have to. Right now it's already 1 hour. I don't want to go into teaching this very big topic of what consistency mean. Yeah? Consistency do not mean the lack of change. Consistency do not mean that change is not happening in your life. Yeah? Oh, Karen, hi. We're just coming to a close of today's live stream. Oh, Tokokyomi. It's also discipline. Discipline in changes. Yeah, exactly, right there. Yes. You can see that consistency is a very abstract idea. People only understand one aspect of consistency within the within a very limited framework of their societal framework, of the framework that they live in. But consistency is a very deep topic, by the way. And people misuse this word all the time. Suffice to say that consistency do not imply a lack of change. Huh? Because today we're at 1 hour and I really gotta end. If I don't end, it affects the rest of my day. So if you guys can remember this topic, maybe raise it up tomorrow again. Right? And once again, today's coffee is brought to you guys by GHT from somewhere in UK. It's a very cold winter morning here in Istanbul. And tomorrow I'm gonna have coffee. Thanks to Son Cho. So yeah, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
hopefully 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. Hopefully, because why? Sometimes I wake up earlier, sometimes I wake up later, sometimes I don't wake up at all. 안녕.